My name's Juliana, and where do I begin? My husband Craig and I decided to move our lives and our son to the island of Sardinia in Italy, my father's homeland. Join us on our new journey as I share my culture, heritage and passion for all things Simply Sardinian. I had a friend, really good friend, that came round last night about 8:30 and brought me round this. So they have got a really big olivetto and they have gone asparagus picking. And these are the sort of drops that we get here really regularly. If it's not artichokes, it's wild asparagus, or in summertime it's like watermelons, or we get a lot of stone fruit and things. But yeah, this is like, I don't even know how much is here. It must be about, I don't know, a kilo. In fact, I might just wait and see how much. But yeah, these are wild asparagus, and as you can see, they are a lot longer than the asparagus spears that you would get in the supermarket, which are about like that size, and they're a lot thicker. These are like really thin, and yeah, some of them can be a little bit tough, a little bit woody. They do taste a little bit different from normal asparagus. I think they've got a much earthier flavour, and yeah, like you can see the bottom. I don't know, can you see that? So they are kind of like twiggy. So these grow off a really spiky, jaggy plant, and you normally find them at the base of the olive trees. And it takes a little bit of practice to try and recognise a plant, because it can just look like, I want to say, I can't think of it now, but the plant that's really like thorny and spiky and jaggy. Oh God, why can't I remember the name of it? Anyway, it'll come to me. It does take a bit of an eye, because you imagine these amongst the grass, because they are so thin, all you see are these like little shoots, and it took me like a few goes to try and find the actual asparagus. But once you find it and your eyes trained on it, you seem to see all of it. So yeah, I was really grateful for that last night. That's been a good little drop off. It is asparagus season. We were talking about this a couple of weeks ago, but we've just had so much rain, and it's raining again. That we didn't know how the season was going to be this year for the wild asparagus, but obviously there is an abundance of it. So I am going to come up with a couple of recipes to cook these, and I'll show you what I've done. Last year, our son was over with his girlfriend from Australia, and we took them asparagus picking at the fields and olive groves up behind our place. And Kiana just thought it was the best thing ever, trying to find it. It is on one of the, I can't remember what episode now, but it was about a year ago, and yeah, we actually got a fair bit of asparagus. We brought it back. I think I made asparagus fritters and a frittata, probably risotto, pasta, because it does get a bit like that. When it's the season here for something, you sort of, it's what you eat almost every day, because it is in season, and all the recipes are going back and forward, and who's done what and who's made this. So by the end of the season, you've run out of recipes, and you actually just don't want to see another asparagus spear again. So thankfully we're not at that point. It's the first day that we are out without a jacket or an umbrella. The sun is shining and all the bumblebees are out. All the first spring flowers have popped up and they're really pretty. And yeah, it is a good day. We have got a nice balmy, I think 16 or 17 degrees, and we're just going to take the dog for a little walk, let him stretch his legs, it's been a while, and yeah, see if we can find some of this elusive asparagus. So I managed to find a few and I'm going to show you the plan. It is really difficult to try and find them because look how thin they are.
The big one.
Oh, you got a big one?
Stab myself with a cactus.
So I'm going to show you where the plants are. They do normally grow around like the base of olive trees, but we're out in the bosco, like the sort of forest part, and you can see the plant, but I think someone's already been here and picked them, so we've probably got the scraps of what's left. So I'm going to show you the plant. So this is the jaggy plant that you have to try and spot, which sometimes can be like a needle in a haystack because we've had so much rain and now the weeds are just crazy. But this is the asparagus plant. Obviously you can't pick this because it's too young. But you can see all the little shoots. And yeah, we just have, oh, here's one. There we go. But you can see how hard it is to try and spot this in amongst all this other greenery and foliage, but we're gonna keep looking. So Luca did not want to come out and do this with me, but I think he's hooked. Can you see him? We've spent the day painting our own house. We had done the kitchen last week and we thought we could finish off the lounge room today and get all our new bits and pieces in here, get it dressed nice, and yeah, we've had a really busy day painting with some quite expensive paints that we bought. And then disaster struck.
I don't think it's disastrous.
Why don't you tell them?
So there was a little hole in the wall. We'd finished everything. We're about 99% finished. And there was a little hole in the wall. And so we decided, which you agreed, that we would peel that back and then we would fill that crack in tomorrow. And then finish the painting off then. But the hole was a little bit bigger than what I thought. Once you started taking it off, you had to keep going because I think best just show them.
So we have got, oops, this patch here.
That's quite manageable.
And then we have got this huge patch over here, which goes all the way up to the ceiling. And bear in mind, we have got nearly 4 meters, nearly 4 meter high ceilings. So it's really, really high ceilings. And this is what we've got. This giant, big...
It was tiny when we started. It was tiny.
I don't know if you can see it. But anyway, this is what we've got. It's been an absolute disaster. So now we'll need to wait until Monday so that we can call the builder out, and hopefully he's free, or he can free up a couple of his guys to come and basically re-plaster.
We could patch it, I'm sure.
This huge wall behind us. So yeah, we were so close. We were so very close. We literally had one more coat to do on this wall. We've been at it all morning. We haven't stopped, not even for lunch or for a soft drink, nothing.
Stop now.
And yeah, I just can't, like, it was this big and then it just grew.
But you've got to take it all off. You can't leave it. In these houses in Italy, it's so, humidity is a problem.
Yeah.
In the Mediterranean. So you've got to make sure you pull it all back properly and do it properly.
Oh.
Anyway, I think it looks a bit rustic. Maybe we should keep it like that.
Oh my God. So we've got one patch here, and I can see the colour that my nonna had on walls at one point, which is a very pale blue. So we started with this little hole, ended up with this patch, and then we had another tiny little patch, and we have basically now got the map of Italy to replaster on our walls. So random that it turned out like a big shoe or a big boot, but anyway, it was all the way up to the top.
You could treat me right. Way oh, way oh, oh. Boy, take a chance, will you let me ride? Way oh, oh. I could be the best thing in your life. Way oh, oh. You got me singing. Way oh, oh.
So I think with a nice couple of days that we've had, everyone's out trying to sort out their crops and olive groves, the vineyards. And it's just nice to see a little bit of life. During summer, they flood these fields. So these are rice fields, and this is where we have a lot of local producers producing the Carnaroli rice, I can't even say that, arborio rice, basmati as well. We have like big rice producers in this part of the island. So in summer, these are just flooded with water, and they actually look like little mini lakes.
Well, they look like they do now, really, don't
Yeah,
they?
well, you can see how much water we've actually had, and apparently it has been the worst rain we've had in 60 years on the island. Everyone's just really shocked at how much we've had. So you can see how much rain, like it's just absolutely engorged all the ditches, the fields. And yeah, I actually feel really sorry for the local farmers and producers, because we've got vineyards, we've got olive groves, we've got rice fields, we've got so much here. And even driving, you know, through the countryside, and you see whole olive groves just underwater. They had a really poor olive season last year. There just wasn't a lot of olive oil produced because we had some bad rain throughout the year, which affected the olive plants. And obviously this hasn't been the best start to 2026. and it really has a knock-on effect to the local economy, because obviously everyone is producing locally. And yeah, I just hope things will be okay for this spring and summer and autumn, and they can get the crops in and yeah, do well out of them.
Especially the wine. It would be devastating to the island if that was affected.
Yeah, I think everyone would be devastated. So as I said, we've had a bit of a disastrous week. Things have happened that I would never have imagined would happen. I'm walking around with a lone asparagus that I've found. And yeah, Craig and I are just taking stock of what next week is going to look like for us. We have got a wall that needs replastering that the builder is going to send someone round the day after tomorrow, so that's good. Which means that we probably won't get to finish painting that room and putting all the furniture back in until maybe Friday if we're lucky. Then we have got the kitchen to finish next door and all the furniture and dressing of it to finish off. What else? There's a lot. There really is a lot. And then because the weather's been so rubbish, there's like the whole clean up to do of the courtyards, getting all the flowers and the weeding and everything sorted out. Ozzy hasn't been too good for the past day or so, so need to get him to the vet, which has proven a challenge. We have called a couple of vets now and no one seems to want to pick up the phone, but he seems happy enough just now. And yeah, it just looks like it's going to be another very busy week, but hopefully we are going to have better weather for it. I really hope so. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. Hello to all the new subscribers. We go live or premiere on a Monday night at 8 o'clock European time. So it'd be lovely to see you all and say good day in our live chats. I do try and hop on when I can. Ozzy, do not drink from the puddle. No wonder the dog's not well. And yeah, thank you for subscribing. Hope that you're enjoying our adventures over here, and we will see you all again next week, hopefully with some better news.